The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Jesse Holley, Kurt Daniels, and Nate Newton.
Hump Day! Yes, Wednesday. That's a live look at the Tostitos Championship Plaza outside in front of the Ford Center, where today we're back, Kurt.
Yes.
You're still wearing gray, but we're back.
Well,
The
I wore
sun is
purple
back.
yesterday. Didn't say a word.
I didn't say anything?
No.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Selective.
Right.
I'm selective when I want to say something. But we're back. 68 degrees, the high today. For the rest of the week, kind of. So I'm loving that. He is Nate Newton.
Yes,
that
sir.
is Kurt Daniels.
Yes,
I
sir.
am Jesse Holley.
Yes,
Together,
you are.
we are hanging with the boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us
Yes.
when we speak. 1 day away from the Cowboys taking on the Tennessee Titans on Thursday Night Football. This segment is brought to you by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Shout out to our girl, Audio Jazz, in the back holding us down. She doing a thing. Chris has gone on the plane to head to Nashville. So we got Audio Jazz running the things in the back. No pressure. No pressure, Jazz. This is just the best and the most watched show on YouTube across the Dallas Cowboys contingency.
Yes, it is.
Nobody gets their show watched more on YouTube than the fellas, the boys, hanging with the boys. So, Jazz, welcome to the spotlight. She missed her moment. All right.
How is it, Jack?
We're moving on.
Okay.
Cowboys are headed to Tennessee to take on the Titans, and just a little bit of kind of injury news. Two major things popped up on the injury report after. This is why you can't. This is why I no longer believe anything coaches, owners, or anyone says about injuries, because no one relatively after the game came on the injury report. But as soon as we get into practice, things begin to change.
Yep.
And you guys take and tell me which one you feel are the biggest of the two. Tony Pollard came up on the injury report with a thigh situation, and then the alien, he comes up, hand all wrapped up.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons has a hand injury.
Right.
Now, here we are, and this is an interesting and weird place for the Cowboys to be. And we talked about it briefly yesterday, and I posted this question via Twitter yesterday, and it's been an ongoing. I mean, I got over 60,000 views on this tweet, right? The Cowboys are in this situation where it's a weird time of the year where things are being clenched and not clenched, and situations and scenarios. And our good boy, Chris Beam, he gives us these sheets, and it tells you all of the scenarios and who got to do what and all that kind of nonsense. Way above my pay grade, way above my public school education, high school and collegiately.
Yes, sir.
So I can't figure half of that stuff out. But right now, the Tennessee Titans are looking at a situation whereas no matter what happens against the Dallas Cowboys, does not matter. They win by 100, they lose by 100. The only thing that's really significant in this may be a tie. But they play for it all next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars
Yes,
for
sir.
the AFC South Division Championship.
Yes.
The Cowboys, in this unique way, being that they beat Philadelphia this past Saturday, but they play Thursday, which means the division technically is still open and up for grabs. The question is now, do you play? You play to win. Do you play like Herm Edwards said, to win the game? Or do you start looking and saying, you know what? We're pretty much locked in the 5th seed. It's very unlikely that the Eagles lose their next 2 games and we can have a chance to win a division. Or do we play our guys and go for it all and then put the pressure back on Philadelphia. Yeah. Now, I said a mouthful.
Yes, you did.
And I've even got people like Ed Water and company tweeting me back about scenarios of what the Cowboys should do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. This is big business.
So give it to us what few of them said.
So, like, for example, Ed Water said, I think, he goes, I'm not them, but if I was them, I'm not them. He said that I would play this game and then put the pressure back on Philadelphia to win in New Orleans this Sunday. Yes. Because if you lose, it's pretty much done.
Right.
But if you win Thursday and then the Philadelphia Eagles just so happen to lose to the Saints, now you're talking about heading into Washington. Mm-hmm. With a situation now saying, oh, we got a chance.
Right. Yep.
But then comes the other scenario. Some people are saying, you play now, rest in Washington. Mm-hmm. Now, do you fear resting in Washington will throw off rhythm, chemistry? Guys are still, T.Y. Hilton is still trying to figure out his rhythm in this offense with Dak Prescott. Tyron Smith is still getting his sea legs behind him at right tackle. Tyler Smith needs all the reps that he can get.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there are a certain amount of guys. Then you take into account as well, while most people don't think about this, I do as a former player, there are incentives that are laying out there. Oh, yeah. Guys are close to getting 1,000 yards. Yes. Guys need a certain amount of catches. Guys need a certain amount of tackles. Guys need a certain amount of this and that and the third. All those things come into play in that last game of the season. And you're able to win guys over a lot of times as a coach when your coach goes, hey, bro, you need a touchdown. We're gonna get you that touchdown because that you get a $500,000 bonus. Because the last thing you want to do is play with a person's money.
Right.
Yeah.
There's remember a couple years ago we had the Sean Lee situation where it came down to the last game of the season and Sean Lee needed to play an X amount of snaps to get a certain amount of percentage that would have set off an escalator in his contract for a bonus.
Right.
They ended up giving him the bonus anyway, even though he didn't play in that game. So there's all these little factors that come to play in these type of games. I've said enough.
Okay.
Now, in this situation, we'll start with you, Nathaniel.
Me, I would press. I would press this game coming. Get this victory. Thursday, tomorrow, against the Titans, and then see where Philadelphia fall. This is the first time, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, that we could have back-to-back winning seasons. And more importantly, have back-to-back 12-win seasons going into the playoffs. I think it's a growth. I think this team is a little bit more different.
I love when Nate turns into this guy. I do. No.
Damn, I hate you, man.
I love when you turn into this guy. Like I love when you turn into. I do, because you know what? Like nobody has more sides of the coin than Nate Newton. Now all of a sudden you want to come to this historically. This is growth. This is growth. No, we haven't had 12 wins. Stop.
Hey, man.
Stop. You gotta stop. You gotta cut this out. You gotta cut this out, man.
I don't follow y'all, but I look at y'all's stuff. I look at you and Kevin Gray. I think y'all because y'all are always back and forth join with the fans and your followers. So I kind of like to look at you sometimes. And I look at Kevin Gray. This is the first time we've beat 3 12-win teams: Minnesota, Philadelphia, and the Bengals. So, teams that, 11, but they've won 11 games. I'm thinking they're going to win 12. And this is the first time we'll beat this many teams with 8 wins or more. This is – and so it made me think, I'm like, wow, if they win this game and put pressure on Philly, and let's say Philly do slip.
It's possible.
It's possible. At first, I did not believe it. I did not believe it. I was like, everybody that said it's a chance.
I didn't believe it with Jalen Hurts at quarterback.
Yeah. No.
If he's not at quarterback, I think the chances they shift.
Yeah. Sure. And so now I'm looking at all the positive things the Cowboys. Now, I've been hard on them consistency. But this is who they are. This is how they play, but they are winning games. So if you get a chance to put some pressure on Philly, let's put that pressure on them. So I like that scenario where let's go out and play the best we can play, win this game, that's just how I feel.
I would play them pretty much both games, at least some of it. I think best case scenario, you blow them out in the first half and maybe trickle in the
But
third.
can we count on that? Because a lot of people are saying this to me. A lot of people are saying, Jesse, well, let's just go up really big in the first half and then rest the guy. Can you trust the Cowboys team? Because we've seen
That's
this.
best case scenario. But
History has shown this, both recent and further past history has shown we get up for a certain game, and boy, we'll come down and play the wide competition.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. But, I mean, you would hope that they've got the Eagles in their sights. They're keeping that carrot in front of them, and they'll go out there and take care of business. And, if Tennessee's depleted, they should beat the brakes off of them, as Nate likes to say.
Don't fall into that trap.
No, you know what, fellas? You know what? And
Don't fall into that trap. Don't let Nate do it to you. Don't let Nate do it to you. We've all been down this road this year.
I'm being honest. This is how we play. I am through saying what they should be. This is how they play, like the cardiac kids. If you're in 70 and you got your air tank, keep it in your mouth or keep it on your nose, because this is how the Cowboys play. Every game, maybe not you, Jess, but me, being the diehard that I am, every game I go home and I look at my wife, and I just like, babe, I'm just getting in bed. It's exhausting. Win or loss, it's exhausting. Because I'm sitting there trying to be objective. Like now, I'm trying to be objective. But I know the Cowboys going to go out there, there are 53 guys, and play just however they want to play as a team.
Right.
That could be up, that could be down, that could be in the middle, it could be at the beginning, it could be at the end. I just need them to win the game.
I got you.
That's not going to change. This late in the season, that's not going to change.
Nah, it's not going to change. Because we didn't know, and I was, even as 2 weeks ago, this is the chance to show us who you are. I'm tired of that. This is who you are. Let's win the game.
And for the Cowboys, you look at it, and over the last 3 games, defensively, this has been the thing for the Cowboys defensively. They're giving up 30-plus points a game. They're giving up over 350 yards total offense. They're giving up 60% on third down conversions.
Wow.
And they're not getting home to the quarterback.
Right.
1 sack in the last 3 games. That is factual. That ain't that's not analytics. That's old school numbers for you right there. I again, public school. I went to a T1 high school in a poor neighborhood. Wasn't the best. I had the same textbooks my brother had when he was in school. Didn't change. So that is the fact. And there's you look at, I saw this morning, you looked at a team like Tampa Bay, right? Tampa Bay is getting back their all-pro, all-world center, right? I shouldn't call all-pro. Was he all-pro? He was
He good enough to
play bowler, Pro Bowler, center. Like, that's something that offensive line needs in the worst way, is to get their center back.
Right.
You know how important that is to an offensive line and to what Tom Brady wants to do and the way he gets the ball out.
Right.
For the Cowboys, there is nothing on the horizon. Maybe Hankins with this pec thing for the playoffs. Maybe. That, again, I'm not believing Dr. Jerry. But there's nothing on the horizon that's coming to them health-wise.
That's going to make a big...
Maybe.
Who?
Vander Esch,
Maybe. But, again...
Take off 25 yards extra rush.
Yeah. But, again, so it's like... Having those things, you're like you're holding on by a thin thread, trying to keep this thing together. And what that does is it now points back to Dak Prescott in that offense and says you have to play heroically. You got to go out there and have CeeDee Lamb do that. You got to go and be damn near perfect on a lot of situations, because on the flip side, we can't stop a nosebleed. Gardner Minshew had 355 passing yards.
Is there?
That ain't no. 355.
Yeah.
That
the one thing, and you tell me if you feel comfortable, Jess, I feel comfortable. The one thing I think now is that we can go back and forth offensively. I
Yes.
think we can. Now we got to feel can our defense, and they did it last game. They made that stop when needed to.
Yeah.
You know, okay, yeah, the starting quarterback was out. I hate to jump off a subject onto something else because Jesse was flowing. But what do you think about how when they beat us, they vaulted to number 1 in the power rankings? We beat them, and everybody around the nation like, you should have did that. What are your thoughts on that, Jess?
My thoughts on that will come after we take our first break on Hanging with the Boys. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to the national power rankings about when they beat us versus when we beat them.
Yeah.
How come we ain't moving up and down the ranks
Like
like
they did.
that? Stay right here with us. This is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys on this Hump Day Wednesday. We appreciate you joining the #1 watch show on YouTube across the DallasCowboys.com network. This segment is brought to you by blockchain.com. The Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Dak Prescott is this year's Cowboys nominee for the 2022 Walter Payton Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide, recognizing the NFL players for outstanding community service off the field and excellence on the field. Help Dak Prescott earn a $25,000 donation to his Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation by voting on Twitter. Tweet or retweet the hashtag WPMOY challenge followed by Dak Prescott through January 8th. Vote Dak. That's WPMOY challenge followed by Dak Prescott through January 8th. Vote Dak. Fellas, before we get off into this next segment, it's Wednesday. You know how we do on Wednesday. How's your mentals? How's your dentals?
Great, man.
Good
Great.
mentals, good dentals. What do you, I told you that before we were in the break. Yes, Derek Carr has been benched for the rest of the season. Josh McDaniels has benched Derek Carr as well. You think that's the news? Huh? Oh, no one cares in Washington that in fact we're all thankful that Ron Rivera decided to go away from Tyler Haneke and to what's his name again?
Wentz.
With Carson Wentz. Thank you, Ron Rivera, for bringing Carson Wentz back into the fold of things. You've made our jobs a lot more easier. And if you want some even more bizarre news, There has been reports, and I do not know why someone would even take the time out to print this. I really don't. Yeah. There has been reports that 49-year-old Hall of Fame wide receiver, the one, the only, Terrell Owens, has been in conversation with the Cowboys about a possible return to the playing field. Now, let me say this. One, to T.O.'s credit, there is not, and I do mean not, a 49-year-old who is in better shape physically than Terrell Owens. Let me tell you something. There is not a 49-year-old that is in better physical shape and condition than one Terrell Owens. I was just with him this past summer. He is ripped. He is shredded. He is the most, if you take away all of the antics, taking them away, take all of the popcorn, the Sharpie, take all of the doing sit-ups in the parking lot, all that. There is not I'm telling you, there's not a more disciplined person when it comes to eating, exercising, sleeping, staying away from the alcohol and the bad things than Terrell Owens. I can promise you that. But he's 49 years old.
Yeah.
He's not coming to play football for the Dallas Cowboys. So that report that's floating out there, I hope you get all the clicks that your heart desires.
Probably just Owens people.
Owens or Jerry's people, whoever, it ain't happening. Jerry, Steven, it's not. There's no way they're giving up a roster spot for a 49-year-old Terrell Owens. Not at this point in time of the year. When you're trying to put together a team and a roster to gel and formulate for the playoffs, you're not adding T.O. to that mix. No way. Love T.O., become friends with T.O. This ain't happening. So don't tweet us. Don't call us. Don't tag us. Yeah. It ain't happening. It's great for a Wednesday afternoon, but that's all it is. Okay. Now, Nathaniel, you had a question that you posed before we went to the break. Would you like me to reiterate your question, or would you like to reiterate your question?
It ain't quickly, my friend.
The basis of your question was, why is it that when the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Cowboys early in the year, they were catapulted to the number one team in the nation? But when the Cowboys beat the Philadelphia Eagles, the catapulsion, I don't know if that's a word.
Right.
It's a word today.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The catapulsion from where they were to number one just didn't seem to have that same juice behind it. Why is that?
And why? And on TV, why is everybody attacking the Cowboys like, well, you should have won, when that should have been the same attitude you took when Philadelphia beat us with Cooper Rush?
Is it because there's more history now? There's more games to be looked at. Where when they met that first time around, Philly was still a bit of an unknown. It was only 5 games into the season or something. Where now you've got, I don't remember how many games we played at that point, maybe 6 or 7. But now at this point, you've played, 15 or whatever it is. I mean, is that the reason? Because they just, I mean, you look at the top 5 teams in most of these power rankings is Philadelphia, San Francisco, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City. Is Dallas better than any of those 5?
But the thing, but my issue is this: why is we're
they beat 2 of the 5?
But why are they so critical of the Cowboys? With it's your attitude, it's your body language that makes me react. Like I don't care if you don't do flips, but don't be like, yeah. What do you expect? They should have beat them with Minshew. Cooper Kupp was worse than Minshew. Cooper Rush when we first started this thing. Everybody was like, oh boy, how bad are the Cowboys gonna get?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Until he won a few games. But so I'm just, that's my only question, man. I'm just saying, how do you feel about it? We don't care about how do you feel about it? Do you feel like the Cowboys should be warranted a little bit more respect than that?
Yes, I do. But I also understand the script.
Yeah.
I understand the script. The script is always hate on the Cowboys. It will drive the numbers up. I understand that script. It's been a script that has been written and performed by, you name the network,
Yep.
You name the show. It has been a script that has been put together, and this is the reason why the Cowboys are on all these shows: A blocks, their B blocks, and their C blocks. And because we make fun, and people make fun about this whole America's team, whether you should be America's team or not be America's team, it is what it is. The numbers show
that they are
the
America's
highest.
team.
When they went out and they showed you the highest rating of TV of things watched on American television, the top 10, and 8 of them were football games, and out of that 8, 3 or 4 were Dallas Cowboys football games. When you watched on Thanksgiving, it was 42 million people tuned in for Thanksgiving, or whatever the number was. It crushed records and all that kind of stuff. The script is there. The script has been written. It has been performed. It has been rewritten. It has been performed again. And the thing that remains true, and Stephen S. says this a lot, sometimes, what can go wrong will go wrong, and that's why you tune in. You tune in because either you're going to see devastation or you're going to have a story to break down and to find critique. There's a reason why the Browns are not in A blocks. There's a reason why the Jaguars are not in A blocks. There's a reason why Tennessee is not in A block. There's a reason why Denver isn't in A blocks of people's shows, and that the Cowboys are, because it gives you so much stuff, salacious or not. I can break down the quarterback. I can talk about number 11. I can talk about the ownership. I can talk about the failures. I can talk about this, that, and the third. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So if I catapult the Cowboys to number 1 and I put them in this rare air, in this space or whatever it is that makes them good or above everyone else, then it limits the amount of stuff I could critique. And if I have nothing to critique, then that means I have nothing to debate. If I had nothing to debate on a debate show, I do not have a show.
Well, I'm just saying this right here, fellas. All I need is for the Cowboys to win this game, and we're going to have us a nice playoff.
And guess what? If the Cowboys do not win this game, guess what script is going to be written Friday morning?
What's that?
They're chokers. Here they go. They beat Philadelphia. They lose to Tennessee. You can't
Just
trust this
stop.
team.
Yeah.
Right.
Play down to their
You play down to their competition.
Nah.
How is the team that you want me to power rank above X, Y, and Z team? This is what they do in the playoffs. This is the script. This is the script that'll be written.
No, the script going to be written is we're going to get ready for these playoffs. All I need is a second-round victory.
And again, here's the next script, right? The next script is Tennessee. If I beat you by 40, they didn't play Derrick Henry. They arrested their guys. They're playing Willison.
It's okay.
If we don't beat them by 40, the script is now, look at them.
Bro,
They
we'll have
arrested
12,
those guys, and they only beat them by 3.
We'll have
they only
12
beat them by
wins.
6.
We'll have 12 wins. You know what? And Minnesota has had more one-score wins than anybody, and they'll have the more one-point wins or two-point wins than anybody. But they are 13 or 12 and whatever. Bro, we need to win this game. I just wanted to get your opinion on why everybody just hating on what.
You look handsome today, man. You got a cut?
It's America's team.
You look handsome today.
Yeah, it's America's team.
Good job, man.
Star.
You looking good over there.
Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the goatee flourishing.
Yeah.
I'm getting some salt and pepper in my goatee too. You see that, Kurt?
Yeah.
Can you grow a goatee,
Happens.
Kurt?
No,
A beard?
can't do
You
it.
get a
Just a mustache?
Can't do anything.
Really?
No, it's
Fu
too
Manchu.
thin. Too thin. No.
You get that little. You don't get that little. What's his name? Ron Jeremy.
No.
Ron Burgundy. What's
No.
it's
not
the
full
adult
enough.
the adult entertainer? What's his name? John Jeremy, right? Is it Ron?
Yeah,
I don't know.
think that's
Yeah, you
right.
do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You don't get the little stash.
I'd get like a teenager's little hair up there. I wouldn't get a full stash.
I tell you what, man.
You look good though, Nate. You should be on the A block.
We on the A block.
You on the A
We
block.
on the. We here every day A block. I'm tell you something, man.
Tell us.
All I need is that second round. If I get that second round, man, I'm going off on the world.
Well, it starts.
I'm going off on the world.
It starts at low expectations. Right?
Yeah, it used to be.
what is it called?
No. One thing in dealing with Coach Johnson, We believe in building blocks.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right, man. Let us go to the
We
break.
believe
I can't take this anymore.
You gonna take it
Because that's not what Coach Johnson was about, building blocks. Coach Johnson was about that championship.
Coach Johnson broke this team down to almost nothing.
Because he knew he had
and
to.
He started building blocks,
And
bro.
then he said, we're going to get a championship. He ain't talking about no second round.
Yes,
he ain't talking about no way we'll be in the second round.
7-9 to 1 wild card win to Super Bowl.
Stop it.
And we went to the second round of the playoffs.
You didn't
that
win,
year.
no? You just said a win in the second round.
They don't have that talent. They don't have that type of talent. Don't do that. He do not have that type of talent. Don't do that to this team, man. Don't do that. You better have Mr. Joe calling her, Nate, what do you mean you don't have? No, you don't have that type of talent. I'm sorry, Coach.
Oh, man, let us go to our last break of the show. When we come back, man, we'll listen to Nate bloviate more about things that are not true and about what Coach Johnson said.
I'm telling you, man, Coach Johnson believe in building blocks.
All right, cool.
Great players may have great games.
Let's build on this block and go to a break. When we come back, I don't know
blockchain.
Blockchain. We'll talk more about the Cowboys and how they need to win this game. If they're going to get anywhere near close, the second round that Nate is talking about, it starts Thursday night against the Tennessee Titans. Stay right here with us.
Are they tough?
This is Hangin with the Boys.
Run the ball?
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys as we look and dive deeper into the Cowboys versus the Tennessee Titans as they take on each other on Thursday Night Football. The color rush uniforms are out. But before we talk about any of that, and I should have did this at the top of the show, this is why I don't keep jobs for very long because I don't do the necessary things that I'm supposed to. But we, Hanging with the Boys, Kurt, Nate, Jesse, would like to wish our boss, Derek Eagleton,
Yeah, you better get that one in.
a very happy birthday. We appreciate you, boss.
Yes, sir.
We're thankful for you. There you go, Jazz. There you go, Jazz. In there, Jazz appreciate you, Jazz. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for giving us Smucks an opportunity to come out here and do what we do each and every week to grow this show and to just continue to be the bad A's that we are. And we appreciate that because you saw the vision and you allowed us to be exactly who we are and not have to change for a script or for a platform. And you know, talk about coaching trees. Like, you know, you look at Bill Parcells. Mm-hmm. Look at Bill Parcells' coaching tree. And then you talk about, look at Andy Reid's coaching tree. And I don't know if you want to say look at Bill Belichick's coaching tree, because his coaching tree, he has a lot out there, but they are trash. But there's a lot of guys who've had strong coaching trees. Go look at Derek Eagleton's coaching tree. Go look at his entertainment tree. It's a lot. We just talking about off air. David Hellman, Manny Acho.
There's several that's come through our TV department, especially.
Yeah. There's several that's come through here. I'm next. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out. Now, whatever they call.
Remember us when you're on
the
network.
No, I'm going to remember you guys.
Just get out and stay out.
They come give me some of that Dave Hellman money. People will be like, oh, Jess, you so real. You this, you did. Let me tell y'all something right now. Let me get my Nate mode. Listen to me.
Let me tell
you something. There's a price. There is a price. I have a price. Well, y'all want to see me get on TV and all of a sudden act totally unlike myself? There's a price. If they hit the number, I'll talk about y'all like dogs. I'm trying to tell you, there is a price. And if they hit me with it, I will switch up on you.
Right,
I will. Dion called it code switching. I'll code switch. Y'all like, oh, you used to be real. I'll say that sitting on my Malibu house. Sitting in Malibu. I'll be saying that sitting on my ranch. I'll be out there like Dion on the ranch somewhere. There is a price. Everyone, the great Ted DiBiase used to always say, everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for mine to be called. But let's get back into this, because my number hasn't been called yet. But happy birthday, boss. You called my number, and I appreciate the numbers that you continue to call and give me. The Cowboys cannot play down to their competition this week.
There's no competition.
There is
Henry don't
there
play,
is competition,
and Simmons don't play, we gonna come
There's
on.
Professionals.
So
man.
Our guy G from Jersey, he asked us, the boys' biggest problem is not the opponents themselves, they implode themselves, is because it's inner. Is that something they can fix now within 2 weeks?
What's that? Which one? What are you talking about? The playing against themselves?
Yeah. The Cowboys are not getting beat by opponents. They're like Jacksonville, Green Bay. They imploded late in the games. They're losing to themselves. Can that kind of thing be fixed within 2 weeks?
Yeah, see, the only thing about, like, in professional sports is the only place where playing with yourself is not enjoyable is on the football field.
I wonder why you were laughing. Now we see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't play with yourself. Like, you got to go out there.
Tell my man that the problem the Cowboys have when you do.
Oh, that didn't fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, I'm not going to even get into that one with you. Tell him that the quarterbacks do have a lot to do with that. I don't think this quarterback, Brother Willis from Liberty, glad you're in the league, but you ain't ready for this league.
Malik Willis,
glad you're in the league, but you ain't ready for this league. So that is our saving grace. That's why I keep putting my hat. Unless they run him a lot. If they run him a lot, that's going to scare me.
Everybody gets up for the Cowboys, Nate.
He can get up wherever he wants.
Everybody gets up for the Cowboys.
He can get up at 6 in the morning. He can get up at 12 in the evening. He can get up at 6 at night. So he doesn't have it yet.
So the implosions were caused by Aaron Rodgers and Trevor Lawrence.
Yes, sir. That's where it was. When we kept giving them opportunities.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The better quarterbacks gonna take advantage of it. This kid here, man, we could throw him 700 footballs and 800 of them gonna get intercepted. Don't even want to hear. We got this dude. Jess, you ain't riding with me.
No, I'm not.
You riding with me, Kurt?
Not to your degree.
Jazz, you riding with me?
You talk like this. You talked about this with the Texans and the Jaguars.
I was on this same station and I said I will not. I'm not going down that road.
I changed. On the last day against Jaguars, I said, y'all, this quarterback pretty good. I changed, but I am not. What's the kid name? I pronounced his name wrong. I'm sorry about
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. One day you will be, if you stick with Coach there with the Titans, you will be something special. But as of right now, as the young boy said, you hot. Yes, sir. You are hot. Yes. Yes, sir. We got this. We gonna blow these dudes out the water. If Henry don't play, and what's the big defensive lineman?
Jeffrey
If Jeffrey don't play,
Henry said this yesterday. He would do whatever they wanted.
And we want you to sit right on that bench dressed in your street clothes.
Someone brought that to my attention, and they said the nonverbal said it all. It said before he started answering the question, started shaking his head no. He's like, yeah, man, whatever coach want me to do. Whatever the coach want me to do, I'll do. It's up to coach. But the whole time he's shaking his head no. So it's like sometimes subconsciously you know what it is, and you want to be able to say.
I mean, even when he was I'm down with this.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Whatever coach want me to do, it's up to coach. Whatever you want me to do. So subconsciously in his head, he was saying, "Nah, this ain't happening.
This ain't happening.
This ain't happening." And I get it, rightfully so. You know, they had everything that they're playing for, that they built their season upon, has nothing to do with us.
That's right.
Nothing.
That's right.
So I get it. I understand it. And my thing is that for the Cowboys, I want you to find rhythm in this football game. Yeah. I want you to be able to find that rhythm. I want you to be able to go out there and do good. Because just winning, Nate, because you can ugly win. And I get it. Ugly win, pretty win, don't matter, just win. But there are things that happen to this football team. Like, I don't want to come into this football game and they got 12 penalties.
No.
I don't want to see the turnovers. Like, I don't want to see Dak throw 2 more interceptions in this game.
Are they playoff ready?
Who?
Cowboys.
Yes.
They're playoff
No.
ready.
Yes.
Offensively, they're not playoff ready defensively. They're not. Nate, you can't, in the last 3 games, 30-plus points, 400-plus yards total offense, no sacks, and the teams are converting third downs on our defense at a 60% clip. That ain't playoff ready, Nate. That ain't playoff ready. All right, go ahead.
Jesse, I love you to death.
I love you back. And you look handsome today.
And Kurt, I love you to death. But let me explain something to y'all. And I thought I was very clear at the beginning of the show. I really thought I was very clear. Kurt, look at me when I'm speaking to you.
Yes, sir.
They are who they are. This is the Dallas Cowboys as of right now today. Yeah. And if they go out and blow these kids out, that's fine. That's great. And if they play so hard and blow a very good defensive Washington team, I would be like, Jess, wow, boom, I'll be banging it up. But what in our recent history says that they're going to do it like that?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are who they are. Get ready. They about as playoff ready as they going to get.
You're saying that this is who they are, this is their way, they're set, just go.
Yeah, they got to go. This is who they are. Okay. This is who they are. They have won games.
But is it sustainable in the playoffs?
That is what we'll have to find out. The thing is, we don't know if the Cowboys have another level because they haven't had to go to that level.
Kurt, pull up Dak's stats in that last game. I want to see what his passing number was. I know that he was 19 for 19 for 199 yards versus zone in that last game. And I look at some of these things and I just go, boy, you're asking a lot because even when teams, championship level quarterbacks, the all-pro quarterbacks, the top tier level quarterbacks, they get into the playoffs and at times they have those games. Like Patrick Mahomes has had games where he just wasn't good. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, they didn't have games where they were just the GOATs.
Right.
And they were able to overcome them because the other side of the ball got them there. At this rate with this defense, if you're asking Dak Prescott, what was his numbers last game?
27 for 35, which is 77% completion.
What was that percentage?
77%. Mm-hmm. That in the National Football League, you and I both know that's insane. Yeah, that's like, I think, did he have it's close up to like his QBR was up there. What was his QBR?
His passing rate was 124.3.
That's damn near perfect. Yeah. Like that's almost. You see what I'm saying? Like so, you're asking him to be damn near perfect for 4 straight games to the Super Bowl,
and like it can't be done. That kid from the Bengals did it. You act like it can't be done. Mahomes do it every year.
No, there's games where they don't have spectacular performances.
Okay, and their defense get enough plays. We had 4 turnovers.
And what eventually?
We had 4 turnovers. I'm answering you.
Okay.
I'm David Hellman. You the other guy.
I'm not the other guy. I'm not the other guy.
He hasn't got his price yet. So.
I've been trying to say,
I will be shady if the price is right. You hear me, Bob Barker? If the price is right, I will be Shady McCoy. You hear me? Let me not mistake. I don't want y'all to mistake in this. If I get the TV, I'm going to change.
Okay, we had 4 turnovers the last game, Brother Jess. So we have talented guys. We don't have as many as the other team. When I look at the Eagles and I look at their front 4 with their depth, the way you look at it, you're like, man, they shouldn't lose a game. Mm-hmm. And now everything going through them, and that's going, if they win this game against what's called, everything going through them.
All right, I lost track of time. We got to get out of here. We got to get our.
We don't have a show after this.
We don't.
No, we're the only people.
Oh, we the only folks.
Yeah, Jazz. She worked by the hours, so she had.
We had such a good debate going on. I lost track of time.
Okay,
but let's get our predictions.
Okay.
Let's get our keys to the game and get our predictions in.
We're gonna beat the brakes off these dudes.
Kurt, you're gonna go first because we already know.
Don't beat yourself. Just
There you go.
Don't beat yourself. It's the only time that's not enjoyable is in football. The only time it's not enjoyable in football.
Don't play with yourself. Don't beat yourself.
The only time it's not enjoyable is in football.
Don't play with your food.
If you was at the crib, with that jerkins, you be in for a good time. You be in for a good time.
Yes, stop.
That's gonna be like 34-14, and they'll blow them out.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cowboys.
Relax, Nate. We coming to you, man. You don't do that because I know what
you said Cowboys like you wasn't many Cowboys.
We have to say it on air. We have to say it verbally so that they get it and be able to put it on the website. Nathaniel, your keys to the game and your prediction.
Man, we just play error-free football, no turnovers, minimal penalties, and we should beat the brakes off them. I think we're going to really score a lot on these guys. So I'm going 23-20.
By 3 points. That's a blowout.
It's a blowout. That's a blowout of Nate's standard.
Bro, Jesse, if you have this thing by more than 2 scores, that means you agree with me. If you have this by more than 2 scores, that means you agree with me.
Vegas has a 10-point right now. So I'm going to stay somewhere around that area right there. That's 2 scores. That's a field goal and a touchdown.
I'm talking about 2 big boy scores by 14.
No, the Cowboys should win this game. They should win this game. I'm not going on a limb like you, beat the brakes up. I ain't whooped that trick. I'm not going there. I've been there and I've been burned.
Can I rephrase that?
Please.
Can I rephrase? If Derrick Henry doesn't play,
Jeffrey Simmons
doesn't play, man, we should roll through that like a blizzard. I'm telling you, we should kill these dudes.
Win by 5 then. Right?
Yeah, 5 points. The Cowboys will win this football game, even if Derrick Henry plays, even if Jeffrey Simmons plays. They're going to win this football game. Mm-hmm. They need to win this football game. If they don't win this football game, there is no possible way that you can honestly say to yourself that this team is a serious playoff contender. If they can't win a game like this at Tennessee on the road, because literally your path to the Super Bowl will be on the road.
Against better teams.
Against better teams. So you want to test yourself, go on the road. Whether they play those guys or don't play those guys, I still think it's going to be a hard-fought game because
Vrabel
coaches guys up. They need a win. They've lost 4 games in a row.
Right.
They need the feeling and the taste of victory. They need that. So what better opportunity than to have the Cowboys come to your house to get the neat win that you need for a confidence builder, and then next week
and then David Hellman got to go through that all.
He does. That's why they pay him 6 figures, so he had to go through that all over again. I got Cowboys 30-20.
He wanted to say more than that. He wanted to say more than that.
Cowboys 30.
Yeah, you want to say about
Tennessee
15,
20.
Yeah, you did.
Cowboys
you did.
30. Tennessee 20.
Just that's hate, man.
That ain't hating. That's 10 points. I'm right on par with Vegas.
That's hate.
You saying Vegas are haters?
No, Vegas know his stuff. But I'm saying
so does Jesse Holly.
Yeah. No. Oh, wow, it's a shame. It's a shame.
All right, man. That is it for us. He is Kurt Daniels, my guy. This is Nate Newton, my guy. Thank you, Audio Jazz in the back, for putting together a world-class production and keeping us up and running, doing all your. I didn't like your little. You didn't take well to my joke. That's okay. That's all right. You'll learn. You'll learn that my jokes go over well in this show. And if you want to stay on this show long, no, I'm playing. to Bro Will, and to everyone else, most importantly to you, the fans who continue to watch us, go to YouTube, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that this is the best show, bar none, across the board, not only in the DallasCowboy.com era, anywhere. Don't watch those other shows on those other networks. Come right here where you're going to hear Homer Nate do his thing every single week, flip-flop back and forth, and give you a 2-3 point victory every single week. For Nate, for Kurt, I am Jesse Holly. We are Hanging with the Boys. We will see you again on Victory Friday. Until then,
get your brakes checked, because them Cowboys sliding into the sea. I'm telling you, get your brakes checked.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?